become family.
Good dog.
Say aloha to Lilo and Stitch.
Wow.
Friday night at 6, 5 Central in the magical world of Disney Junior. Now, get ready for Stanley on Disney Junior.
Yeah.
Do you know a guy who talked to a kangaroo?
Hi there.
Who's always ready to learn about something new?
Wow.
Whose favorite book has all the animals you could wish? Who's proud to say his best friend is a fish?
That's right, it's my man Stanley.
Oh yeah, it's my man Stanley.
Welcome to Stanley's World. Come help him figure out what life is all about. Who takes you swimming with dolphins?
Oh yeah.
Laughs with a lion too.
Cool.
No problem Stan can solve. It's all that it involves. Having a friend like you. Having a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley. With a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
Hummingbird Humdinger.
Check out my screwball.
Come on, you guys. Hurry up. The game's starting. Dark blue. Such a boring color, Stanley. Do you have anything in a nice soft pink? Sorry. That's all I've got. I'll wear the blue hat. I don't care. Then I'll wear my own hat. It's prettier.
That's quite an unusual baseball cap, Mimi.
Let's get downstairs and play ball.
Look out, guys. Here I come.
Heads up, D. Ow.
Safe.
Ow.
Safe.
Lionel!
Ow.
Safe.
Ow.
Safe.
Lionel!
What is it, Stanley? Can't you see him having an important argument here?
We're ready to play.
Play what?
Softball. With you.
Who said you could play with us?
Well, can't we play? Yeah, let's play!
No offense, little bro, but you're, well, little. You wouldn't be able to keep up with us.
Yeah, this is the big leagues, little dudes.
We're dudettes.
Go play somewhere else, okay, Stanley?
We're not going anywhere until you let us play. Yeah!
Get off the field, Stanley.
No!
What's the problem, guys?
Lionel won't let us play softball with him.
Why can't you play with your brother?
Oh, Mom, they're too little to handle a game like ours. Too little and too slow. We'd cream them.
Wouldn't be fair to them.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be fair to us either. We'd have to tone down the way we play just so they could keep up.
You know, Stanley, you could play your own game of softball next door with Marcie and Mimi.
If I can't play with Lionel, then I don't want to play at all. It's okay, Stanley. Who wants to play a silly ball game anyway? I do, but I'm not good enough or fast enough because I'm too little. Like that hummingbird. I'll bet the bigger birds don't want him around because he's too little, too slow.
I beg to differ with you, Stanley. While the hummingbird may be tiny, it's amazingly fast.
Really?
You'd be surprised at all the things hummingbirds can do.
Let's look him up and...
Don't say it! Don't say it!
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us, this book's the perfect guide.
Since we're looking up hummingbirds, why don't you just hum?
No, we gotta sing the words, dude.
Let's see what hummingbirds can do, even though they're small like you.
I guess cats and dogs are amazingly fast too.
Let's see. Hummingbird starts with the letter H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
Follow that hummingbird.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the book and have some fun. I thought I was small, but that hummingbird's really tiny.
The average hummingbird is about 3 inches long from the tip of its beak to the end of its tail. That's about the size of a handsome, dashing goldfish.
That's pretty small.
Ahem.
For a bird, I mean. Hey, does anybody hear that humming sound? It's coming from the hummingbird. Is it humming?
Yes, but the sound isn't coming out of its throat. Can you guess what makes the hummingbird hum?
How can we guess? The hummingbird's so small we can hardly see it. I know what we need. My stethoscope's got a magnifying glass so we can get a closer look.
Now can you guess what makes the humming sound?
Its wings are beating so fast they look like a blur.
Hummingbird wings beat up to 75 times a second. That's what makes the humming sound.
I guess that's why they're called hummingbirds.
You're right, Stanley. Good thinking.
Hey, where'd he go? The hummingbird sure does move fast. No way. How could a tiny bird move that fast?
I guess we'll have to see for ourselves.
Ooh, your feathers are such pretty colors, Marcie. Yours, too. They really sparkle in the light.
Go on, catch that horse.
That's silly. We can't go as fast as that horse.
Give it a try. You'll see.
Okay. Wow, we're really moving. We're going faster than everybody. We're catching up. We really are fast.
And you're agile, too. Hummingbirds can fly in any direction. Up, down, forward.
You're it. And even backward.
Hummingbirds are the only birds that can do that.
This is more fun than ice skating. Gulp. Ew, you ate a bug. And right out of thin air. Pretty swift. I can't believe I did that.
Hummingbirds eat all kinds of bugs and drink from flowers, too.
All this flying is making me thirsty. But how am I going to drink out of this flower?
You've got a long, thin beak, Stanley. Try it and see what happens.
Ah, delicious. And my tongue curled up like a straw.
And the fork at the end of your tongue helps you draw the nectar out.
Hey, Marcie, Mimi, you've got to try this. Sweet.
Now, it's okay for Stanley and Marcie and Mimi to drink nectar while they're hummingbirds. But kids don't drink nectar from flowers, do they? No, siree.
You were right, Dennis. There was so much cool stuff we could do while we were hummingbirds. Move fast, change direction, grab things right out of the air, eat bugs. Ew, don't remind me.
You can still do all those things, except maybe the bug part.
I guess being small isn't so bad after all. Let's go home. Lionel's still playing softball.
Watch me hit this one over the fence, guys.
Uh-oh.
Can you get it?
No.
Come on, man. That was our only ball. If you can't get it, it's game over.
Too bad he doesn't have a long forked tongue like a hummingbird. Then he could get the ball out. That's it. I know how to get the ball. What are you gonna do? Turn into a hummingbird again? No, come on.
Oh, man.
Lionel.
Not now, Stanley.
but I've got an idea how to get the ball out.
I can handle it, okay, little guy?
Okay, so I'm little, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to me.
Whoa, little dude's got a point.
Okay, Stanley. What's your idea?
I'll be right back. Mom, can I borrow your, what do you call it?
This? It's called a spade.
Yeah.
Only if you're careful. What are you going to do with it, Stanley?
See, I was thinking about how the hummingbird uses his tongue to get nectar out of deep flowers. And when I saw this thing, it reminded me of the hummingbird's tongue. All right! Yay!
You did it!
I'm proud of you, Stanley.
Thanks, Stanley. I've got to hand it to you. You may be little, but you had a big idea.
There's lots of things little kids can do, like run fast and jump high. And catch bugs out of thin air.
Huh?
She means catch balls out of thin air.
Okay. I can take a hint. You guys want to play ball with us?
Yay!
Go, Stanley!
He's fast.
You're pretty slippery, aren't you?
You're out!
Bravo!
Not bad, Stanley. You played a lot better than I thought you would.
See? I told ya. We may be little, but we're fast. Just like hummingbirds. Hey, I just came up with the name for our team. The Hummingbird Humdingers.
Still revved up from the big game, Stanley?
And from being a hummingbird. I never knew they could do so much. Fly as fast as a horse can run, and use their tongues like a straw.
Not bad for a bird the size of a goldfish.
And I can do great things even though I'm small, just like a hummingbird.
Very true. But even hummingbirds need their sleep, Stanley.
Okay.
Good night, hummingbirds, Stanley.
Good night, Dennis.
Koala Cuddle.
Good night, Harry.
Good night, Stanley. Good night, Elsie.
Good night, Harry. Good night, Dennis.
Good night, Elsie. So, Stanley, I see you're going to sleep with the new koala your grandmother brought back from Australia for you.
Yeah,
What's the matter, Stanley?
I asked for a real one. There are lots of real koalas in Australia.
That's right, Stanley. Koalas live in the eucalyptus forests of Australia, but that's where they belong, not here. They're not pets.
But a real koala bear would be so much better than a stuffed one. We could do so many things together. If I had a real koala bear, we could share honey. Then when we were all finished, the koala bear and I could curl up together and hibernate for the long winter.
Stanley, are you sure the koala is a bear?
Of course it's a bear. That's why they're called koala bears, isn't it?
It might surprise you to know that the koala isn't a bear.
Well, if it's not a bear, what is it?
Look, Harry and Elsie are sleeping. So why don't we take a quiet little trip into a certain book and find out more about koalas?
Okay.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
They must be light sleepers.
A koala's not a bear. Gee whiz!
see what it really is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. K is for koala. Real koalas. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the book to have some fun.
Did someone say have some fun?
Wait for us. Look how gray and furry the koalas are. How can they not be bears? I think we woke her up.
The mother koala has a pouch.
Like a kangaroo.
Very good, Stanley. And like a kangaroo, the koala is not a bear, but a marsupial.
What's a marsupial? Is that like soup from Mars?
No, Harry. Although sometimes I think you're from another planet. A marsupial mum gives birth to a tiny, unformed baby which develops inside her pouch. Baby koalas are called joeys, just like baby kangaroos.
But doesn't that get all confusing when all the babies are named Joey? I mean, what happens when you call them all for dinner?
How long do they stay in their mother's pouch before they can come out?
It usually takes about 6 to 7 months. They grow quickly, and soon they're ready to leave the pouch.
Okay, I get it now. Koalas are marsupials, not bears. But I still wish I had a real koala instead of a stuffed one.
Well then, I think you might be in luck, Stanley.
Do you want to come home with me, little koala? I think the answer is yes.
He wants to go for a piggyback ride.
I don't think this is a good idea, Stanley. As I mentioned, koalas aren't pets.
Oh, please, Dennis. He likes me. See?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Come on, everybody. Let's go home. All right, a real koala. This is awesome. Good night, Harry.
Good night, Stanley. Good night, Elsie.
Good night, Harry. Good night, Dennis.
Good night, Elsie. Good night, Stanley. I still have a bad feeling about this.
Good night, Dennis. And good night, koala.
Hey, can you keep it down, Stanley? I'm trying to sleep.
It's not me. It's the koala. Hey, koala. Where are you going? Maybe you scared him, Stanley. I wasn't trying to. Maybe I can get him to come back down. Maybe this box of raisins will work.
Stanley, I don't think...
Here, koala. You want some yummy raisins?
Koalas don't eat raisins, Stanley. They prefer...
I know! A nice rawhide bone, pre-chewed.
How about some catnip? Maybe it's not hungry.
Well, actually...
What's it doing now?
Stanley?
Yikes.
What's going on in here, Stanley?
You're making an awful lot of noise.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
Just keep it down, okay?
And try to get some sleep, honey.
I wish the koala would get some sleep. I wonder why he wouldn't eat the food we tried to give him. And why isn't he sleepy like the rest of us?
Yeah, that koala sure is acting weird.
We're gonna get in trouble if he keeps acting this way. And I don't think he's too happy either. Sorry, little koala, but I'm gonna have to take you home. Hey, look! Our koala's not the only one who's awake. All the koalas are awake. Don't these koalas ever sleep?
Oh, certainly they do. But koalas are nocturnal.
Nocturnal? I know what that means. It means they stay awake at night and sleep during the day.
That's right.
Yo, Stanley, there's your koala again. He sure likes to hang around.
Koalas hang from high places quite a lot because koalas live in trees.
Now I see why the koala didn't want to go to sleep and why he was climbing all around in my room. He was just being a koala.
I guess he's not so weird after all.
I feel bad now that I made him go home with me. Can we still be friends, koala? Oh, boy. I think he said yes. The koala and I can still hang out together right here.
But for how long?
What do you mean?
You'll see.
My hands are starting to hurt. Don't your paws hurt? Can't hold on. Oof. How does he hang there so long?
That's because koalas have two opposable fingers that make it easier for them to hold on.
What does opposable mean again?
I'll show you. Why don't you take out your stethoscope to take a closer look at the koala's hand?
Okay.
See how 3 fingers go one way and the other 2 go the other way? Those 2 are opposable because they go the opposite way, and that makes it easier for them to grip, sort of like your thumb.
I see.
You couldn't grip anything without it. Try holding onto your stethoscope without using your thumb.
Oops. I'm glad I have opposable thumbs.
Take a look at your thumb. Do you see how it bends in a different direction from your other fingers? Your thumb is opposable too. Try picking up something without using your thumb. It's harder.
I don't have any disposable thumbs.
Opposable thumbs. We have paws.
And very nice paws too. But not good for things like
Thumb wrestling.
The koala needs his opposable toes so he can hang in trees and eat all those yummy eucalyptus leaves.
This is what koalas eat?
It's their main source of food.
They'd rather eat this than catnip.
No! This smells like medicine.
Well, that's because eucalyptus leaves are used in some medicines.
I'd rather have chocolate. He really is happier here where he belongs. I guess we should go home, too. I'll miss him, though.
Yes, but look on the bright side. If we leave him here, we'll get more sleep.
Elsie's right. I mean, after all, we are not nocturnal like he is.
Okay, everybody. Now we can finally get some... Hey, look! I almost forgot about you. It's the koala Grandma gave me.
Do you still wish it were a real koala, Stanley?
No, not really. I mean, real koalas are cool. Even if they're marsupials, not bears. And those 2 opposable toes are great for hanging from trees.
But they do eat some weird stuff.
Yes, like eucalyptus leaves. But they do taste good to koalas.
Yeah, but I think my koala is better for cuddling. Well, good night, Harry.
Good night, Stanley. Good night, Elsie.
Good night, Harry. Good night, Dennis.
Good night, Elsie. Good night, koala boy Stanley.
Good night, Dennis. And good night, Koala.
Stay tuned for Guess How Much I Love You, coming up on Disney Junior.
Here we go.
Stuffy's brave.
Nothing a dragon can't handle. Oh, no.
Lammy cuddles.
That's my brave dragon.
And Hallie has lots of spunk.
Is this thing working? Oh, jumping jackalopes!
In Doc's clinic, friendship is always the best medicine.
I'm gonna be right here for you.
Join Disney Junior for a whole week celebrating Doc's best toy friends.
Ooh.
Brilliant!
And it all leads up to the biggest and best celebration of all.
A surprise party!
A special Doc McStuffins.
I can't wait.
Doc McStuffins Friendship is the best medicine week. Keep watching every night at 7:30, 6:30 Central.
Always wicked fun.
Who's the coolest and most helpful rocket in the sky?
Rocket!
Little Einsteins know Rocket loves to pitch in.
To Rocket!
And Rocket's always ready with his super gadgets. The Look and Listen Scope.
Dig, dig, dig!
The Super Scoop. The Clapper Catcher. And the Grab Nabber. All come in handy in a pinch.
Awesome!
You can always count on Rocket to save the day, even when it comes to cleaning up.
You're the fastest, coolest rocket ever.
You can see Rocket and his friends, the Little Einsteins.
Yahoo!
Weekday afternoons at 4:30, 3:30 Central on Disney Junior.
Hooray for Rocket!
Deep in the 100-acre wood, Winnie the Pooh and his friends have had many exciting adventures. In fact, here is one of them right now. On this brisk winter day, Pooh was following some unfamiliar tracks in the freshly fallen snow when his friend, Piglet, came running up.
What are you doing, Pooh?
Shh. Tracking something.
Tracking what?
Well, that's what I ask myself, Piglet. What?
And what do you think you'll answer yourself?
Oh, I shall have to wait until I catch up with it.
Pooh, for a bear of very little brain, you sure are a smart one.
Thank you, Piglet. Ha.
Now, what?
A very mysterious thing, Piglet. A whole new set of tracks. See?
And so it seems to be. Where there was just one set of tracks before, now it appeared there was another joining here and mixing there, but exactly what the tracks were from was still a mystery.
Piglet, whatever it was that made these tracks has now been joined by a whatever it is.
Yes, and all of them are proceeding in company.
Piglet, I wasn't exactly expecting company.
Neither was I, Pooh.
And yet the pair continued on, a bit more anxious now, and hoping the tracks they were following weren't leading them to an unfriendly sort.
Look, Piglet. There's something in that tree over there.
Is it one of the fiercer animals?
Yes. It's a jaguar.
What do jaguars do, Pooh?
Well, jaguars always call hello. And when you look up, they drop on you.
We're playing Jaguar and bouncing.
That explains the tracks.
We're bouncing back home now. It's snack time.
Whoopee!
Come on, you blokes.
Come on, Piglet. Let's follow these tracks.
And so they did, following the tracks of a friendly sort indeed. In fact, the very best friends anyone could ever hope for.
Ready for a special assignment?
We've just received your special assignment.
I'm on my way.
He's oh so adventurous. oh so smart. And oh so whoa.
It's all part of the plan, more or less.
Special Agent Oso. He's ready to help kids.
Are you here to help me ride my scooter?
Get ready for a special assignment with Special Agent Oso. Weekday afternoons at 2/1 Central on Disney Junior. Friday night. Surf's up on the magical world of Disney Junior with Lilo and Stitch.
His name is Stitch.